Jewed him down. I don't like to use that, but that's what they use. Con him. I don't like to use that term, but he Jewed me is what well, anyway, Abraham kept bringing God down till he got down to 10. If I can find 10 righteous people in there, I'll spare that wicked, vile, rank outfit that is just ate up with wickedness. I'll spare it for the sake of them 10. Now, I've often asked myself if that's the mind of God. If there's a righteous element here, well, Brother Bruce, the Lord's going to take us out. Well, when he takes us out, then they can have it. But until then, I have use of it. Until then, I got to live here. And Paul said, you pray for the leaders of your country so you can live a peaceable life. That's God expressing his will to you and I. To act like we have no duty, no obligation. And I've looked at the condition. Do you think God's going to let the blood of the unborn cry out unto him indefinitely and never do nothing about it? Do you think he's going to let leaders prayed over his word, spit on it, stomp on it? And in New York City, they have even dedicated and had a service in New York City and raised a big monument of Baphomet, the god of Baal. Have any of y'all ever seen pictures of that? Big horn god. It's Satanism. And in other cities, there's others, they've erected big things. I've seen pictures of it. Then not only that, you hit the straw that broke the camel's back. We now got a man that is running for political office as president, and he ain't hiding nothing. He'll tell you right out front he's a sodomite. I ain't going to call him gay. There ain't nothing gay about a sodomite. They queer, they odd, they perverts. And not only that, I seen a picture of him standing at addressing a crowd of people and them cheering for him while he kissed his husband or lover or whatever, kissing him. Folks, I wonder, how far is it going to go? Will they do that over in other countries? Other countries hasn't had what this country has had. And I wonder how long, because I can see right now, people by and large, church people, are not even affected by a man getting up and pleading and pouring his guts out, weeping and crying, broken hearted. Instead they get up, man, well, I got into him today. He was already out the door. I think we need to see the pulpit committee and get a new pastor is what I think. That's how it affects them. None. Your bruise is incurable. The cancer is spreading. Right now, for some reason that I don't understand, God placed that man in office up there with his cussing ways. But at least he's got some common sense and he favors Christianity and things that are right, good for this country. What do I think? I think that if people could see the seriousness of it, and for this to happen, God's going to have to bypass the traditional church because it ain't going to do nothing. If people would see the seriousness of it and begin to pray, I believe he'd spare our country for the sake of the righteous that are here crying out. It won't spare it forever because I got news for you. Too much blood in the streets from innocent little babies. Somewhere down the line, God's going to visit for that. Somewhere down the line, he's going to visit. Too much perversion, too much, shut this, you Bible thumper, shut up, we don't want to hear you. You've got men in office now that listen to, you've just seen the sham that they had. Was there any logic, any reasoning behind it? They could be shown logic, shown reason, and they pressed right on 100 miles an hour, didn't care. We want him out. Do you see, maybe I done a poor job, but I tried to show you where Israel was. And when God said, don't even pray for him. I've showed you where United States is and where we are right now. Did you ever think, Brother Tom, that you would have seen a day when a man could stand up and kiss another man in the mouth and say, I want to be your president, and people would go, what a bunch of idiots. Well, I never thought, if you'd have told me that, I'd have said, well, you're out of your mind. They'd have tar and feather him and run him out on a rail. But they're not. They're ready to embrace him. Front leader, from what I understand, in the Democrat Party. If a man like that gets in office, ever. Well, we'll leave out in the rapture. What if you don't? And God said, I give it over to your enemies because you laid on your dead backside and didn't even utter a prayer toward it. Oh, the day of redemption is near. Men's hearts are failing for fear. Let's stand.